Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you because the American dream is over with. And the new data proves all of this for us. So please hit the like button. Please subscribe to this channel. Join our email list. And the easiest way to do that, and I'm going to pop this up a few times throughout the video, is see this QR code? Take a picture with your phone. Put your phone right up to that. Take a picture and you can join our email list. But you don't want to miss our Christmas card and our big giveaway that we always have this time of the year. And we're going to announce that this week. So sign up for our email list. Now, think about this. Generationally, people would grow up, go to high school, maybe go to college, get a job, fall in love, go and buy a house, generally. There is an entire generation that has basically given up on home ownership right now. And one thing that's crazy is as I started researching this, two things came out. It's the unaffordability of houses, the lack of income of people, the amount of debt that people have when they're young, and the fact that it's just not important. They'd rather, the idea of, Dan, you working as hard as you did to make money and save it, I want to get rich quick. I want to buy a new meme coin. I want to sell something quickly. I want to make a cajillion dollars by Thursday. That's what I want to do. Now, unrealistic, 1000%. Yes, it is unrealistic. But what you have is you have an entire generation that is just putting off buying houses right now. And it's affecting the entire housing market. And a few things that go to this is, again, the risky investments that these kids are doing today. And it's funny, when I say kids, people in their 20s, and it's really shocking to me that there's so many people that are making these different, investment decisions and just getting away from, slow and steady. Nobody wants to hear that. That's boring. That's boring. But what you're seeing is that real estate right now is at a real standstill. There's two things about it. You've got an entire generation that's not buying houses right now and can't afford to buy houses. And you've got the other side of the coin where people are just saying, pass. I don't want to sell my house right now. We're seeing delistings, houses not selling and taken off the market at a record pace. And November was no different. This is home buying season right now. Got people listing their house, people trying to sell. But what is the number one reason to take off, to delist their house and not sell it? Oh, I want more money for my house. My house is worth more. Every real estate agent, that's good. And I'm talking people that have sold 100 houses at least. They've all told me the same thing, that every single person thinks that their house is worth much more than it really is. Every single one. And that's the problem, trying to convince somebody to sit there and sell their house. And, hey, this is a fair deal. You should take it. Two things that I always get a kick out of is Scott Walters, who's a great real estate professional who has owned a bunch of property, but he went through the last real estate downturn and had to turn a house back in. Hey, listen, either you guys take this or, you can just let it go to short sale. I don't care. You just turn the keys back in. And made a bunch of money after that, and never invested in a property that he said was overpriced and was depreciating. He didn't see that. He didn't do that again. And a few things, and I always remember certain stories that Scott told me, but one of them in particular I really enjoyed, and that was he had a couple that a year earlier their house was worth about $800,000, and the house went up in like 15 months, double in price. And with the house going up double in price, he started selling a bunch of houses in this one neighborhood. And these people had a house that was just over $1.6 million. And Scott lists it, and in 7 days turns the house in to these, turns the offer into these people for full asking price. And the people sat down and they were furious with him. They said, this is embarrassing. The house sold for the asking price, Scott. This is embarrassing. that we didn't get over asked. What's wrong with you? What did you do wrong? And he's like, what are you talking about? I got exactly what you wanted for the house. And for some reason, these people were convinced that the house should be worth more than uh, than the asking price. And again, those days are done, guys. You're not seeing bidding wars for houses right now. You're seeing things sit in the market longer. And once again, I don't care if somebody's cutting my hair. She better be a professional that knows what she's doing. What I can't stand is a hairdresser that becomes the real estate agent and all of a sudden is a real estate pro because she lived in Newport Beach at one point. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The last house that I bought didn't use a real estate agent. Did it on my own. Told them I'm representing myself. Okay? If you have a problem, we can have my attorney involved, but we're going to kick the commission back and you're going to throw it off the price of the house. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't have to do that. You're right. And then I don't have to buy the house. So not everybody can do that, but that's what some people have the ability to do, like me. Now, what you're seeing right now is interest rates are not going anywhere, guys. You're not going to see, with the next rate cut, you're not going to see real estate interest rates drop in a way that's going to make this house affordable. Nothing is affordable right now. Nothing. Do you have more money than you need? Raise your hand. Okay, what? There's probably 3 people in the audience that can say yes to that. Those people can, you know what, honey, let's just go get that house. What street? Yeah. Okay. You gonna be happy with that? Yeah, we'll do that. There's very few people right now that can do that. Everybody else is worried about what things cost. As we hit the holidays, and I don't believe the lies about how this is the greatest shopping season. No, it's the season for debt. It's the greatest debt season. Get yourself in debt. Ooh, honey, oh my gosh, honey, I got a new credit card. Let's go burn it up. It's nuts, guys. It's nuts. But the real estate market in general is upside down. Here's the thing. As my friend is looking at businesses right now, one thing that we've noticed is businesses where the real estate is included are going through the roof. And I can't wait to tell the story when he buys one of these places, but I promised him I wouldn't say specifically what he was buying because I didn't want him to throw it off and have, people in the local area know what he's doing. But again, leasing a restaurant, it's not a restaurant, but let's just say that. That's one thing. But if you can buy the land where the restaurant's included, that's a different deal. The financing's different. Everything is different with that. So, kids today don't want to spend money and get locked down in a loan, but they will take a risky investment and they would take their life savings and throw it away. Speaking of that, the lady that cuts my hair has a neighbor down the street that everybody's very upset by because this guy keeps putting money into what she calls pot of gold investments, where, oh my gosh, if you give us $10,000, you're going to, make $800,000 for this. And he keeps doing this and not getting the money. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. He keeps having his bank accounts closed from multiple banks. Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, credit unions. It's like, what are you doing with this money? And this guy supposedly is retired and is squandering his life savings on these, joke things that you see on the internet, but he's not going to make any money on these, losing money at a record pace. If you buy anything right now, and I mean, let's just say 10 grand or above, I would go out and I would research it so much right now because the deals that are out there are tremendous. But like my friend, I have a friend that, buys and sells cars. And, he buys them, he fixes them up. He likes Toyotas, he likes smaller cars, he likes cheaper cars. This guy goes out and he went out and he's like, Dan, remember when we bought Grant's car? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, remember how long it was? It was 6 weeks to find the car because we went and we looked at 8 different cars. Like, okay, this is it. Let's go look at the car. Now, that sounds like, okay, no big deal. No, I'm talking about him checking out the motor, him doing everything. And nobody wants to do that. People just want to go and make a decision and then, Oh my God, this thing's a junker. It's a clunker. What did I do? You made a huge mistake. That's what you did. And you didn't take an ounce of time to sit there and make the right decision. So more and more people need to do this when you buy anything. But again, my daughter, had dinner with her last night, and she's like, I have 6 trips planned for 2026. And I'm like, wow, that's, she's the person living this dream. Now, she does this for work, and she's a spokesperson, and she's getting hired by large companies to do their interviews and things like that for different events globally. She's going to Japan again, and, Monaco maybe on the list this year. But very, very cool stuff. But there's a person that's like, nah, I'm not going to buy the house. And it's funny. Her lease came up on her apartment. And she's like, Dad, this is really criminal what they're doing. They're getting people down to the last day to renew, and then they're throwing them a huge 20%, and 10% price increase. It's not 20, it was 10. And I said, well, reach out to them, tell them you're going to leave if they don't do this, and that you don't want to pay any more money for this place, and remind them of the fact that you have, never been late, and that you don't, you've never bounced a check. It's all direct deposit and all that shenanigans. And think about it. From the 10% price increase that they wanted, and it was substantial, they got $62 more for the price of the rent for her doing that. And everybody's trying to take advantage of us right now, guys. Everybody's trying to rip us off. So this is Veterans Park. I love coming up here. It's a nice spot. Plus, guys, this is December weather, guys. Here it is, December, short sleeve. You're going to have, we're going to see a heat wave. It's going to be 80 degrees this week here in Southern California. That is beautiful, man. That is beautiful. And I always love when you guys share the weather with me. So what's the weather like where you're at? And will you see anything like this? Let me know. I love coming up here to Veterans Park. All the branches of the military are memorialized up here. Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard. Absolutely fantastic up here. This is in Lake Forest, California. This is the same spot where they have the streamers over the lake to keep the birds out. Please sign up for our Christmas card and use this QR code or join the email list so you can be part of it, because we're going to announce that this week. But you want to be part of this. And we give out thousands of dollars worth of stuff every year. I think I'm the only guy that does that, but I think it's fantastic, and I love giving back to you guys. Oh, final stories on this. Think about this. Dollar Tree was talking about how they had an amazing third quarter of 2025. Sales were up 9%. 9%. They did over $5 billion in sales from all their stores. And they attribute Halloween sales to the big win for them. Now, here's the thing. Budget-conscious shoppers went to Dollar Tree and bought their stuff to decorate their houses and their Halloween parties. And the big sellers, they said, were the $3, $4, and $5 seasonal items that sold different Halloween things. The stores that did that were successes. So that's shocking, And again, there are no dollar stores anymore. Nothing is what it used to be at all. You got the mom and daddy duck protecting the little ducklings right there. It's kind of nice. Last few stories. Ford has another 100,000 cars that they are recalling right now. 100,000 cars. Again, guys, it's why buy a Ford? Seriously, why buy a Ford? That should be, I should make a video on that. There are so many recalls. This is a new one, guys. Brand new. Came out yesterday. 100,000 vehicles where parts may fall off the car. Woohoo, let's go buy a Ford. Found on road dead. Okay? How would you describe a Ford? So that is shocking, guys, that that's happened. Now, final story on this video, and That is happy hour. Restaurants that are doing old-fashioned 80s style happy hour are winning again. Now, what is an 80s style happy hour? That's 50% off of appetizers. That is major discounts on food and drinks to get them in the restaurant, and even free items inside the restaurant. And I've told you guys this story before. When I was in college and I was very young, we would search out different places for happy hours that had real food. Oh my gosh, this place has got tacos. This place has burritos. This place has mini hamburgers that you now call sliders. And with that, we would go and we would just spend an absolute so much time and energy before there were cell phones, notifying our friends and stuff and where we should meet and where we should drink and where we could get dollar beers for an hour. My favorite place was a place on Sunday nights. It was all you can eat, all you can drink for $5 to get you in there. And they would give you two beers. The beers were microscopic. They were about the size of a thimble, they're small. But hey, you'd order a beer, they'd bring you two. And we would stay there until we got thrown out, which would happen a lot. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to this channel. Join the email list. Take a look at our private channel, iAllegedly Live, for all the uncensored content as well. Check it out. I cannot wait to share the Christmas card with you and the giveaway with you. And I will see you very soon. If you want to get a hold of me, it's hello@iallegedly.com. But everything is changing right before our eyes, guys. The economy is changing. The way people buy things are changing. You need to change with it too. I'll see you soon.